Oh, good evening. Hello, hello. This is the midnight releases kind of inaugural. Inaugural? That's not the right word, I don't think. I don't think it's the right word. But our first stream that we're doing, not on TikTok. We've done live over there, but I did a test stream last night for through the PlayStation, played some Starfield last night. But tonight we're gonna play some Pokopia. A little bit of coziness. Go into our Cloud Island a little bit. See if we can find any legendaries. Although I don't think I will. I did that this morning, but really it's just kind of a chill kind of stream. Really, we're gonna play Pokopia, and really is you could call it a test stream if you want. So anyone that comes in, I'll probably continuously be asking about audio and making sure everything coming through okay and all of that. So just kind of regardless of where you're watching us. But just a little bit about the midnight release. We are a weekly podcast. Comes out every Monday night at midnight. And the reason behind that is, anyone who's fueled by nostalgia like myself and my co-host Austin, games used to launch at midnight on Monday nights when they were midnight launches, and the Call of Duty memories, Halo memories, and all of that. That's where the idea came from. But anyway, we're 25 episodes in to the pod so far, and we talk about games and movies and TV and general nostalgia and just all sorts of things. And that being said, I mean, we're big gamers and everything, of course. And it was kind of a bubble idea about kind of getting things going with streaming, and figured why not. And I play all kinds of different things. I realized I hadn't even said my name is Chase, and if you don't already follow us on kind of all the various channels, you can find us everywhere, and give us a like, a follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Always appreciate it. But the pod itself, you can find on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. There's just pretty much all the major podcast platforms, and we're also on YouTube, and you can always it's just an audio podcast primarily. So, but big thing tonight is just chilling with some Pokopia. And that's what we're going to jump into playing. And let's see here. We're going to go here. Yes, there we go. All right. So I'm a sucker for any kind of cozy game, like all of them. I play a lot of, put way too much time in Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon over the years. Definitely some of my favorites. Harvest Moon specifically is my favorite, but when Pokopia came out and it was like a married version of like Animal Crossing and all things cozy, I had to go for it. At any point in time, if there are some issues with the audio, just let me know and we'll get that updated. Because I'm kind of just... There's some kind of event going on. Let's see what Bulbasaur's got going on. Oh, jump rope contest. Nah, I'm good. I don't need to do that. We're going to our Cloud Island, which is where I've been focusing the majority of my play on here. After I finish the story, no one's on. After I finished the story on Pokopia, immediately made a Cloud Island, and that's where I've been focusing kind of all my time and attention. So me and Austin, my co-host, and other buddies jump on and play on here all the time. So what is your favorite cozy game? I know mine right now is Pokopia, but I will always go back to Stardew whenever I can. Which they did just have an update for Stardew now that I think about it. Alright. Okay. Got a couple things. Ultimately, what we're going to do is... Let me get this cleaned up here. All right. So this is our Cloud Island. You saw the name. Not that I'm a very creative person, but it's just Midnightville is all it is. But go ahead and give you a tour of the island before we get into, you know, any of the stuff that I need to do. I got my day-to-day. I think everybody has the same like day-to-day tasks that they do on here as far as their food and going to the Dream Island and all that, which we're gonna do. But let's see. Always buy any new recipe. Always, every recipe that pops up, gotta buy it. Yeah, that's the only daily stuff. What's our challenges? Feathers, so we gotta look out for Ho-Oh. Place some furniture. Okay, so yeah, so I did the Dream Island this morning, so I know there's not a legendary. What up, Boston? Birdman. Let me know what everything sounds like, man. If it all sounds good with the audio, game audio, chat audio, all that good stuff. Alright. So, I'll go ahead and give a tour of the island here. So, we've got our Poke Center, obviously, where everything kind of gets started. I've still got habitats kind of scattered throughout, but I have housed a bunch of Pokemon already. So, did I just hear Ho-Oh already? Nope. I did not hear Ho-Oh. I thought I did. Alright. We're going to go over this way first. So, we've got our Poke Center, of course. All these houses, I'm not like the most super creative. I'm going to grab his honey. I'm not the most creative, but all these block houses are Pokemon houses. So we can put 4 of them in each. And I still haven't, I'll tell you, I still have not managed to lock down these community boxes. Like, I've got a couple of them set throughout, but they don't always generate stuff, which is super frustrating to me. But Yeah, so we've got several Pokemon houses. They all have 4 apiece in them over here. So there's a bunch. Our Pokedex is getting pretty loaded. Alright, so yeah, we got several Pokemon houses over here. The bulk of everything is kind of on the other side, so that's where we'll go next. You'll see the kind of community storage area over there. Yeah, these little huts, you know, I will likely repurpose them at some point in time and move them somewhere else. But for now, like, we just have them, I still have them there. But the same thing with these. But anyway, we've got our Pokemart, which we're going to go in there in just a little bit. I just got to get some stuff to trade. So when we go to the Dream Island and break some blocks, that's what I'll use to trade. But we've got our Pokemart. And we've got general kind of crafting areas over here for our ingots and for our concrete and all that. Awesome. Good deal. Good deal. And then we've got a few different houses, and all of these are each friends of mine that jump into the Cloud Island and hang out. This is my house here. My buddy Brian's house over yonder. Of course, we got all of our dolls so that we can do our Dream Islands and stuff. And then we've got Austin's house, Wayne's house, and what was gonna be Howie's house, but Howie made his own somewhere else. I'll show you that in a little bit. Oh, yeah. A couple more Pokemon houses as well. So again, I'm not super creative. You can see I just do kind of a standard stone block, you know, door, drop in the required furniture over here. I did recently get the cafe built. We don't have anyone there for trading. The main reason I did it too, I mean, aside from the expected to have our the habitats that you need, was to give me another trade area, but no one's there right now. And we've got our concert stage. And I've only got the guitar so far. I don't know if anyone else has seen, but they've got a bass, they've got a drum set, they've got a couple different instruments that are habitats, but I've just got the one for the guitar right now. And then, so over here, so I just made this recently. I'm going to do all my food and stuff here in a little bit. But I just made this recently. It's kind of a community area, if you will. So, of course, we got our CD player playing Pallet Town. But we've got kind of community crafting with some storage. And then upstairs, we've got just general storage of, you know, rest items, toys, decorations, and then general building materials. And, of course, we can go up on the roof. You know, nothing special. But now, from up here, I mean, it's switched to, so the rendering, I mean, obviously it doesn't render the entire thing, so, but you can kind of see in the distance another structure out there. That's Howie's house. We'll go check that out in just a minute. I don't think you can see Articunos from here, or Moltres, or Zapdos, but we'll go to all those various areas too as part of the grand tour. But for now, we're gonna jump over to Howie's. So let's fly over there. That's this building that we can kind of see here in the distance. He did a really cool thing. He's way more creative than I am. So he did like a waterfall and all kinds of stuff. But what's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody been playing here lately? Anybody playing Pokopia? Still latched in to your cozy game of like Stardew or some other kind of comfy game? So yeah, so you can see what Howie's got going on here. See? Now, what's funny is he told me the story of when he started this. He had a roof up top, and the water obviously won't stay. So it ended up like falling off and stuff, so he had to like put a base. But I don't think he's got anything actually in the house yet. Yeah, he's just got a crafting table. Ooh. Ripple. What we got? Wooden flooring. I feel like I already had that. This fence is keeping me from getting Yeah, I don't think he's got anything in here. But much more creative than I. I like the prefab houses, to be honest. Which I did not go into my house, which I'll do now. But I'm a fan of those more than building my own. And again, I like the creativity there. But, all right, let's go check that out. Now I'll show you the highlight of our cloud island that I'm still actively working on, but it's my favorite little thing here. And technically, yeah, I've got what's it, Sukune? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm gonna put all 3 legendary dogs in the same place once I get them, but I've only got the 2 right now, or the 1 right now. All right. So this is my house. I've done some decorating. This was when I first started the Cloud Island. It was just me, and so I've got all the crafting and stuff set up in here, and a boatload of materials. I tell them all the time they can pop in here and get materials if they want, of course. But and several items I've been. There's all my cooking setup is in here as well. So, which we'll get our food and do our daily cooking here in just a little bit. Yeah, so I put him upstairs, but got all kinds of other stuff up here as well. Some of these things I need to repurpose probably for habitats, either inside or outside, which, by the way, in case you don't know, if you make 2 Game Boys and you put them like that, a link cable spawns in, and apparently it improves the likelihood of like Machamp, Alakazam, Gengar, you know, all the ones that you had to trade for back in the day. I say back in the day loosely. I guess you still have to, but you know what I mean. So, but yeah, we did an episode of the pod actually, right when not when Pokopia came out, when Pokemon Day happened. We did an episode. I think it was called Evolution Complete. We highlighted everything that came out from Pokemon Day. Which I will say, since I don't do a lot of multiplayer stuff, I was shocked that I actually enjoyed Pokemon Champions. Maybe we'll play a little bit of that before I stop streaming, but definitely going to focus on Pokopia for now. But, so, what I feel is the highlight of our Cloud Island, I'm very proud of, but we're still working on it. Hell, I can't even remember where the entrance is most of the time. So over here, underground. Like I said, I haven't finished this yet because I want to, like, you know, put the correct, you know, so it's not stones. I want to be able to do, you know, like tiles or something like that. And I've seen other people do this kind of concept too. But so underground here, we've got several different habitats to spawn in, you know, other Pokemon as well. And we've got red and blue playing. I think it's the, I don't know what theme that is off the top of my head. You'll see that I've got that camera sitting there too. We'll go through all the different cameras and stuff. All right. So this underground system connects all 4 corners of the island. So every corner, I believe, I have set up with a camera. This doesn't have much going on over here. I've got Magmar here. Now, down here, there's really not much going on. I'm going to try and do something with the lava habitats down here. I just haven't done it yet. But each corner has its own exit. And eventually, you know, we'll build up kind of around here, but I haven't really done much. It just has its own, you know, its own exit. So it's like a little subway system, if you will. It is not as refined as some of the ones I've seen before, but I'm still very proud of it regardless. All 4 corners are connected. But yeah, we, oh yeah, I forgot it dips here. Oh. I can't remember if there's a trick to getting these to connect or not, but I'm going to pick that up for now. But we, we had, like I said, we had that Pokemon episode specifically, which it was right around Pokopia, like grind time. But our episode that came out last night, though, is more kind of general nostalgia. So it was called Before It Was Cool, and it was just a hodgepodge smorgasbord of, see, I got nothing going on here. But let's go here. So yeah, starting streaming for the first time tonight. You know, we've gone live on some other platforms in the past, but tonight is the first time, so see, we can come out here. Now, you'll see, actually, we'll go back to our underground in just a minute. But here's our abandoned power plant, where we've got, you know what, I'm just going to do Magnemite, not Dragonite. So this is our abandoned power plant, where Zapdos spawned in. Now, Zapdos, you all who don't know, these don't count as houses for the legendary birds, which I don't understand. I don't know why. I think that was really ridiculous. But, and kind of strange to me, but it didn't count as a home for them. So that's why I built this house right over here. That's where Zapdos lives. But, and I haven't had, I've been lucky enough, I haven't had to rob any items from in here, because either I've already unlocked the crafting for them, or I've been able to pick them up on Cloud Islands. But the thing about this, if you build it, you can steal a lot of this stuff to make your necessary habitats if you need to. I haven't had to yet, but I also haven't gone on a full Pokedex hunt yet. But I think it's, yeah, see, I've got a camera right there. And then I think right over here, no, there it is. We've got Moltres. So Moltres is set up, is here. Same concept with the house down there is, sorry, I got distracted. And so the same concept, it doesn't count as a freaking house. We had to build a house for Moltres. I did do this lava waterfall for the purposes of, ooh, somebody's spawning a bunch of stuff down. What is that? Twine? Yep. 17 of them. But I need to expand the lava so I can get more spawns. But same thing, I haven't really had to rob much from here. But I do love these. I just wish they counted as habitat, so I didn't have to make these random houses. I didn't realize that, though. I hadn't come in here since I initially built it. I could definitely do a lot with habitats in here. I haven't given that much thought. See, that's what happens. You get the bird. Speaking of bird, you get the bird and you just kind of move on. But let's go back to our subway. There it is. I call it a subway. Our underground, I guess, is the better way to put it. But yeah, so first time testing everything out here with the stream. Anyone coming in, let me know how everything sounds, how everything looks. Also, have you been playing Pokopia? Has it lost its edge on you? I will say, I was playing this way too much every single day, and now I probably dabble, you know, 30, 40 minutes here and there, you know, go in, get my daily stamp, keep the food stuff stocked, and then slowly been working on this, but I've jumped back into Starfield since it came out on PS5, and whoa, too far. All right, pop off. So out here, but so I haven't been playing Pokopia nearly as much, which is the big reason why I wanted to stream it, just because I hadn't played it in a bit, and I knew it locked me in to a little while. So you can see our camera right there, because there's our icy chambers. I think it's called icy chambers. I can't remember. But Articuno's house is in the back behind this. But same thing. Yeah, I totally robbed some ice from here already. As you may know, or may not, ice is like the hardest resource to find in the game. It's very, very irritating. And it was a nightmare to build that. Actually, it was a nightmare to build all these because of how much you had to clear out. Alright, so let's drop. So we've hit all 3 corners. So like you can look at our map down yonder. I was getting ready to point to the screen like you could see me pointing. But you can see where we've kind of made the rounds underground. What we're going to do now is go back to our main spot. I just realized though I need to attach that 4th cart. Because generally at any given time there's 4 people that can be on a cloud island. Alright. Yeah, see, I want to, as much effort as I know it's going to take, I want to line, you can see, now you can see we're back at square one. I want to line all this with like marble and stuff, so it looks like an actual subway, which is what I've seen other people do on, you know, through other social media content and stuff like that. But that is kind of the highlight. That's the kind of grand tour, if you will, of our Cloud Island. So let's scoop up Bulbasaur. That's exciting. So let's scoop him up. Now, I acknowledge that I could install sprinklers and all that back here where I've got some crops. I just haven't yet. And for now, I just, you know, come in and, whoops, water everything. And let Bulbasaur do his thing. And I think it's part of the chore aspect. Like, in Stardew Valley and other cozy games, like, I definitely make sprinklers, but we're talking about Oodles. Where'd he go? How come he didn't follow me? Well, that's annoying. Maybe I hit cancel because I was playing on PlayStation before. Yeah, I must not have hit A. Oh. You can't follow me right now. Alright. Hold on. Let me give him some food. Maybe he's hungry. Yes. Alright. Have you eaten? Can you follow me now? Bro. I can't remember another grow off the top of my head. Oh, you know what? I think I saw, I don't know if Bellsprout has grow or not. Well, I know who does. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yep. Yeah, I've got all the, these are, if you are familiar, all of these are the Eevee evolution areas. And I'm going to move them out of here at some point, but for now, they're all just right here. All right, do your thing, bud, do your thing. But yeah, Stardew Valley and those things, like, obviously you've got oodles or crops. And frankly, if I end up doing that here, I will put the sprinklers in. But these little groups right here, like, I don't mind just watering them. You know, have Pokemon follow me around, do their growing thing. I will say I felt really bad that it took me this long. I was playing with Howie on here one night, and I was going through and picking each individual item, and he was like, "Why are you picking all those?" And told me about the cut thing, and I had no idea. I couldn't believe it. Absolutely blew my mind. Because yeah, that obviously makes things substantially easier doing it that way. guess I never really. Gotta feed you again? Yes. Yes, I will give you some food. Alright, keep doing your thing here, bud. I do feel really bad when Pokemon get in my way and I'm doing the cut thing. Because I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. But yeah, I try, and so the whole thing with the Cloud Island, when I talked to my buddies about it, everybody wanted to, you know, focus on the story first. And that's what we did. We all focused on the story, and I happened to finish mine first. So I made this Cloud Island, and one of the struggles, you know, if you haven't played on a Cloud Island, you'll know, like, getting access to food is not easy. So as soon as I got to the point where I could cook, like, I've started to stockpile food so that anytime anyone comes on here, there's plenty of options for food. All right, let's come over, Jan. Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff in those planters, but you did have to pick those individually. And I cannot remember how many times I accidentally picked up the damn planters instead of the plant. It was very stressful. But yeah, so on the pod itself, we kind of, you know, I mean, it's game. I would say we talk game stuff most, but it is all things general nostalgia, movies, TV, other memories, things like that. But we definitely keep finding our way back to game-specific stuff, and that's kind of where this idea of streaming kind of came from, was to just supplement the pod a little bit, but also, well, also the setup has changed to where it makes it a little more feasible. What did I just cut there? I don't know what I cut there. That is like, oh, there we go. You're just taking your sweet time. But really, more food. But yeah, so that's what we decided. But the other thing is, Pragmata came out last week, I think. I haven't gotten it yet, but I am planning fully on getting Pragmata and like streaming a full playthrough of it. So that's kind of the other way the whole streaming concept came to fruition with that. So when I get Pragmata next week, you know, we're gonna have a schedule and a routine to the stream, and we're gonna be doing a playthrough of that. So this is literally just kind of a one-off, kind of unique test stream, if you will, and we're gonna be kicking off next week, kind of on a steady schedule, and we're gonna be playing through Pragmata. So if you want to tag along for that, we'll be updating all the necessary socials and such with that information. All right, now we need to get some leaves so that I can do all my cooking. It's a very staple part of the routine. Get all the food, get all the leaves. The one thing that was funny when Pokopia came out, I was kind of getting the Animal Crossing itch, and the whole reason I did not buy Animal Crossing again was because this game was coming out. And frankly, I don't know if I could go back to Animal Crossing after playing this. The Pokemon element is so cool. But everyone has been on me about Dragon Quest Builders because I like this so much. And I haven't played it, which is very upsetting to say. I did play the most recent, not most recent, but the Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, I think it was. Loved that one. Always a sucker for a good JRPG. Oh. All right, let's go make some food. All right, so we're gonna make our salads first. Whoops. Salads first. We'll do 15. And then we're gonna do bread. Because we're gonna do a crouton salad. I do like that little jingle. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so let's do some bread. Alright. Okay, now we're gonna make that, and we're gonna do that. Oh goodness gracious, I don't need to make that many crouton salads. Let's do... I never get that detailed. Alright, let's just do 15. 15 seems like a good number. Yes. 15 crouton salads, please. Alright, next we're gonna go to here, and we'll make our, so bean, that, and where's our regular salad? Yeah, sure, 15 of these. But yeah, I don't even have any kind of specific game, you know, that I'm going to be playing on stream. I really like the idea of just playing what I happen to be playing at the time. I've got a PS5, I've got a Switch 2. I do have some stuff on my PC as well. My PC in general is due for an upgrade, though. So some of the PC specific stuff is a little trickier to try and stream, but all my main single player games, I play on PlayStation. Obviously Nintendo exclusives like Pokopia I play on the Switch too. But there are some other games I play on the Switch too also. I do play some Fortnite. Don't be judging. I know Fortnite gets a lot of hate. I actually need to try the Save the World that has come back, because I played Fortnite back when it was, you know, when it was just Save the World. That was when I started playing it. Ooh, do I have some of these in here? Oh, I do. Alright. We're gonna grab some of these because we can do our trades and stuff. But we need to go stock up our food, our shared food area. So right here by the Poke Center. And I always try... Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. I always try and keep 10 things for myself. So this is literally just a community box. So anyone that happens to come on our Cloud Island, which I do have it, you know, it's behind a password and stuff. But any of my buddies, like, they can pop on here and just come to the food community box. I think we've done a few challenges, haven't we? Yep. Leaves, sparkling ripples. And yeah, I haven't seen if... Okay, so we've unlocked a few since I've opened the Pokedex last. We're at 125. So we're doing pretty good, but you can see, good lord. I mean, every time I come in here and realize how many are in this Pokedex is insane. Because I feel like I have a boatload of Pokemon right now, but we can just have so much more. Alright, let's see what we got to trade. Yep, always get the Pokemetal. Always get the Pokemetal. Yeah, you're gonna get, some Black Rock. Some Black Rock. Yes, please. I do have a bunch of. I've grinded some Pokemon or Pokemetal ingots, which the Dragonite Dream Island is where you can farm the most, especially for the Cloud Islands and if you were doing Pallet Town. But in the story, there's a couple areas, but really Dragonite's Dream Island is where you can farm the. I haven't seen that table. I'm gonna buy that. The Dragonite Cloud Island or Dream Island is where you can farm Pokemetal the most. This must be a rare one for it to be 2,000. No, give me my fossil back. I didn't mean to do that. Really? There we go. All right, and all right. Yeah, Black Rock is my absolute favorite to get rid of in the trade. All right, berry wall decoration. I think I just got a habitat the other day that called for this. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, just streaming Pokopia tonight, folks. A little bit of chill time. Just going through, doing my daily stuff. Gonna check my vending machines. Freshwater. Okay, I don't need any of those things, but I do have another trade area. We got the Pokemart we gotta go look at. But yeah, playing, just doing some cozy stuff tonight. Prepping for next week. We are going to stream a full playthrough of. Oh, thank you. We're going to stream a full playthrough of Pragmata starting next week. So, if you have been curious about it, I played the demo and loved it. So, but if you've been curious about it, we're going to start streaming Pragmata on Monday next week. Okay, Pokemart, and do some trading as well. They always have just regular Pokemetal. I didn't know if it'd be rare Pokemetal. I'm gonna trade you Black Rock like I did the last one. Alright. I actually didn't even mess with this trade mechanic at all in the story. Like, not once. But once I got to my Cloud Island is when I kind of got everything set up. I think, is that an luxury chair? I think I have a habitat for that too. I need to look at my habitat a little bit, see what I need to get. I'm gonna tell you what, you know, we talk on the podcast about, you know, all things nostalgic, but we talk about some great years in gaming. Like 1998 is a huge year. I think it was 2007 was a huge year. This year already, I mean, we've had some insane games come out with Resident Evil, with this, Pragmata. I haven't played it yet, but I loved the demo and I've heard nothing but good things. Ooh, 2 Rosary teas. And I mean, I'm not saying this is like gonna rival 98 or 2007, but it's been a great year. Of course, we got GTA 6 coming. I'd be foolish not to mention the fact that we have GTA 6 coming. I think I have one more. Yep. I actually think that I have another vending machine that I can place over here. I'm sitting on 5 vending machines right now. Totally gonna put them all right here. Oh, vending machine set habitat. I did not know that was a habitat. A waste bin and a vending machine. I don't know who either one of them are, so we'll see if anyone spawns in. Did not even think about that. Yeah, I do want to look. There was a habitat that was calling for that luxury chair that I just got. And I thought I saw one with the berry thing, but I know for a fact I saw one with a luxury chair. Let's see. Where you at? Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I was thinking of, the luxury couch. See, I don't think I have a luxury couch yet. Yeah, I don't think I can craft one yet either. Yeah, see, I got Toxicity because I had the guitar, but I haven't unlocked the, is it the bass? Yeah, cool bass guitar. As soon as I get that, obviously, I'm just going to replace it. I could have sworn, no. I guess I was getting it mixed up with that luxury couch instead of the luxury chair. Now, fun fact, if you didn't know this, if you place one, it won't let you open it. You got to check the next one. All right. So we went to the Pikachu Dream Island earlier. I didn't pull anything from it. I don't even think I found any Pokeballs there yet. But let's go back, because you can't visit a different one. Yes. I know you can't go to a new one. Just take me to the one that I went to before. Perfect. Thank you. So yeah, we're going to go find our Pokeballs. I don't need any of these materials that are here. I literally just come to these for the sole purpose of trying to find legendaries each day. But like I said, I've already been here once today. Of course, I'm going to double check to make sure I'm not crazy. But filter in this area. Yeah. Nope. Just us. All right. Let's go find our various Pokeballs. See if we can find some habitat info or some items. See what we got. What we got. Boat doors. All right, fair enough. We'll go up top. I'm not seeing a gold Pokeball anywhere. Normally, if it's not in the elevated area, it's normally up top. Heck, I'm not seeing anything. There's another one. I think it's where I got the vending machine from this morning, to be honest. One playing sofa. Let's go down here and see if we can find our gold Pokeball. Nope. Bust through. I've done that, I don't know how many times. Accidentally drowned myself almost. Yeah, there might not. Ah, okay. Here we go. This might be where my gold Pokeball is. Menu board. There it is. Oh, it's not going to be habitat? Yes. Okay, we've got one. Food counter. Oh, it's a very specific food counter, though. I don't think I have that unless it's in the restaurant. Let's see. Usually on these pedestals, it's like legendary stuff. Yeah. What is this? That's a hell of a habitat. Anyone know if this one spawns? I'm very curious. I could Google it, but I'm not going to. 192 Auspicious Knights Shrine. That's it's obviously a rare habitat. Alright, we don't need anything from this island today. And we've got our habitat details, so let's head back. I'm also curious if anything spawned in at our trash area, where I put the trash can in the vending machine earlier. Because that'll be interesting. Alright. But yeah, episode 25 came out this week. We're going to have 26 next week. I can't remember what we're getting into next week. I think we're going back to very gaming centric since this one was general nostalgia. But I think we're going to talk about controllers and such, which for the record, I'm going to tell you right now, this right here, the Switch 2 Pro controller, is the best feeling controller that I have ever played with in my life. Like, I would play this on every console if it didn't have the ABXY thing, because that's what still jacks me up with playing on the Switch is ABXY and the differences. When I play PlayStation or Xbox or anything for too long and then come to Switch, I struggle. And if I play, you know, the Switch for a whole bunch, then it's a whole other thing going to PlayStation. But this is the best feeling controller that I have ever used. Yeah, nothing spawned in over there yet. Alright. So, let's see. Alright, so I've got a luxury bed. I mean, let me see. I don't think I have a luxury couch. But let me check over here. We might have a luxury couch, actually. Because if so, we might be able to set that up. We do. Damn it. Alright, let's go look at that habitat real quick. What was that? Well, there's one with the couch, but where was the one with the couch and the bed? That was a couch and a fireplace. Oh, damn it. It needs a luxury table and a luxury lamp. Okay, I know I don't have a luxury lamp. But let me see if I have the luxury table. No, I don't have the luxury table if I wanted to. Ooh, forgot I had that Pokeball sofa. I'm almost certain that I do not have. Okay. Well. Okay, what was the other one that we saw? Fireplace nap spot. 2 Pokemon for that. Okay. We can do that. I think I need to craft the fireplace though. Or I'm gonna go steal one out of my... I've gotten turned around here. There we go. I've got a fireplace in my house too if I need to go steal that one. And I don't want them to spawn in my house. But let's see if we can just craft one. I can't remember if I can or not. There is something about a good cozy game for, you know, after a day of work, just to chill out and not have people shooting at you or anything like that. I was playing Starfield last night because it came out on PS5. And I love that game. I know people knock it, but alright, let's see if we can, if I have the fireplace. Yeah, I got the fireplace. So let's do that. Yes, please. Alright. I'm literally going to put this, even though it makes no sense, we're going to put it just somewhere random because I don't want anything spawning inside my house. So, let me find a little nook. Oh, I don't want to block that. So, you know what? I'm going to put it by this other random bed nook, I think. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So with a luxury chair and the fireplace. And then I need to find somebody with fire to light it up. Ooh, habitat details. Alright, what we got? What we got? But yeah, so next week's episode on the pod. What is that? Oh, I just need to move Magikarp out of that one. He's been in that same spot for so long, but if I move him out, it'll spawn some new ones. But next week's episode, wake up, Torchic. Next week's episode is going to be talking about all things controller related and peripherals and, you know, how controllers have evolved and controllers that I miss very, very much, like the Airflow controller. But fact of the matter is, this Switch 2 Pro controller is the best feeling controller I've ever used. If you disagree, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it's the wrong opinion. But that's a joke, by the way. Alright, let's see. If we light this up, then we should get a new habitat. There we go. Yep, and I don't have any of these. Oh, it didn't even require the luxury couch. That makes me angry. Alright, there was another one. But I think I only have one of those couches. Yeah. Only one couch. Let's see. I try, not all the time, but I do try to build a couple habitats each time I'm on too. Just so something will spawn when I come back. These are all super complex. Yeah, see, that's the one. I bet it does require the couch. It does. See, that's probably the one I should focus on, but hot spring fishing, we already did that. Alright, let's see. There's got to be something that I know for a fact that I have. Really? Tablet and paper cups. Okay. I'm also fairly certain I have that. Tablet and paper cups. Yeah, okay. Pretty sure I have those. Hell, I might have the tablet in my inventory right now. Oh no, it's a computer that I have. Alright, let's see if we've got a tablet and paper cups. Game corner. Oh, CD. I didn't realize you could change the arrangement on those. That's funny. Alright, let's see. What am I looking for? Paper cups and a tablet. I may not have a daggone tablet. Yep. I thought I had a tablet, but I don't. I know I have the paper cups, though. Or at least I think I have the paper cups. I guess not. Well, I didn't accidentally put them here, did I? No. Dang. Nah. I'm not gonna make that habitat just for one additional. This is what I need to find the daggone Snorlax cushion. And you know what? I think I have a bunch of relics that I have not had appraised yet. I have a really bad habit of not appraising my relics in my cloud world. In the story, I was on it, but... Yeah, fun fact, if you've ever seen those TikToks where it's showing something you're intrigued by, so you turn your head sideways to read it, I totally ruined my buddy's day today because there was a TikTok of a dance, basically, that you inevitably turn your head sideways for. And I did a stitch of it where right when the video gets to a point where you're like wanting to be looking sideways, I pop up. He was very upset with me. I know it's very trolly and normally not something I would do, but it just cracked me up too much. All right, let's see. Yeah, I got a couple. Got 3. Got a bunch of CDs and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fountain kit. Yeah, we might build that. All right, let's go get these relics assessed though. Let's get that out of the way. And then let's figure out where we're gonna put this Pikachu fountain. I can go ahead and get that started probably. I should have the material for it. Is it here that we... It tells you how long it's been since I've had stuff assessed. Not assessed, appraised. Yes, please appraise this. Now, I'm gonna laugh if this is the Snorlax pillow. Oh, Eerie Candle. I already have those. But they are good. I think I've got a couple more habitats I need with the Eerie Candle. Dragon Fang. Okay. Yeah, one more. Sticky Barb. I don't know what that is, but that's probably part of a habitat. Nope. Nothing else for you to appraise, my friend. We're looking good this week. Also, if you did not know, if you play on a cloud island, you can get 2 stamps a day, technically. So, it ensures you get a really good stamp. Alright, there's that. The bad part is, I forgot what I was going to do after I got Pokemon, Pikachu fountain. Alright, where do we want the Pikachu fountain to go? I mean, I don't know how big it is. How big is the Pikachu fountain? Oh, that's not horrible. Yes. What can I do for you? Oh, yeah. No, we're good. I don't think I'm gonna put it there. I think we're gonna put it over here. Well, I don't know if I want to put it there either. I'm being very indecisive on what I want to do with this fountain. Where do you think I should put the fountain? I could, well, that's right in front of my house. That may actually be, no, I don't want to put it there either. The indecisiveness is real. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll do this jump rope thing. Jump rope contest. Let me know if you want to join. Sure. This must be the event that's going on. I am not good at this mini game, for the record. Nope. Don't laugh or judge or hate, but I am not very good at it. Heck, I couldn't even remember what button to press. Yeah, is it not A? Is it B? That's probably what it was. I was probably pressing the wrong button. It just tells you. Oh. See? Telling you, I'm horrible at this. Now, once I get going, I might not do too bad. All right, let's try one more time. This is very depressingly embarrassing, if that makes sense. Oops. No, No, hold on. I was going to try it again. Yeah, let's try the jump rope. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. All right, let's see how it goes. See if I can get one. See, I got 3. My hand-eye coordination ain't what it used to be, I guess. Yeah, see, I think it's the first time I've played it on the Cloud Island. What are you giving me? Oh, a berry. How nice. How nice. No, we're good. Cause yeah, I built a Chansey garden. I know I have the Chansey bush over yonder, but I also built the actual garden itself here before I knew. But this gave me the Tangela, not Tangrowth, and not Tangela, but it was Tangrowth. But Professor Tangrowth is like really hard to get because you have to find his habitat like explicitly. Heck, you know what? I think I want to put the fountain right here. Yeah. I hate when I do that more than anything. Ooh, well, alright, maybe not so much. Give me an art. It is a lost relic. Small lost relic. That's funny. You know what? Let's just go ahead. I don't want to put it that close to their house. See, my indecisiveness is going to kill me. You know what? I think I want to put it here. Yep. We're going to put it here, and then we'll build a road to accommodate. But I do think I'm going to have to put blocks under this. Maybe not. Alright, bricks, sea glass, iron ore, stone. Bricks, sea glass, iron ore, stone. We got plenty of that. Alright, bricks, iron ore, stone, sea glass. Oh, we may not have enough bricks. Dang it. We got plenty of stone, plenty of iron ore, plenty of sea glass. Alright, let me grab clay just in case. This is where I mentioned these community boxes and I still don't understand how they work. I've put clay in these boxes and I don't get brick. So I'm like, what the hell? Torchic was over here somewhere. Oh, there you are. Let's go ahead and get him making... Oh my gosh, no. I hit that wrong button. See if we can get him to make me some bricks. Just in case I need more. Yes, please. Thank you. I'll come back and see you in just a minute. Ooh. Habitat info. What we got? What we got? Interesting. Okay. Alright. But yeah, so we are next week talking controllers and things on the pod, which you can find the pod on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon. Look at that. I didn't even need Torchic to make more bricks. I did have enough. Okay. We just need a builder and 2 other Pokemon. But I always want to go grab Pinkerton or whatever because the only engineer type and it speeds it up. Not that it matters. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter because whoever I pick, it's just gonna be done tomorrow, and that's only a couple hours from now. So, come on, Leafeon. And one more. The fact that there's only 3 of you. Oh, we'll grab Sylveon. Alright, and there we go. Yes. Is it tomorrow? Yeah. So it's only a couple hours, so that's not a big deal. I didn't need to waste the other one. Alright. Alright. I think we're good. I did my food. I went to my shop. It'd be nice if Ho-Oh would fly over because one of my daily challenges is another feather. But see, it hasn't rained, and I haven't taken the time to make it rain so I could have Lugia show up. That's what this bell's for. But I haven't got the other 2 dogs to get the Ho-Oh bell, which is a little annoying. But yeah. We are gonna wrap up our Cloud Island time. So let's go back home. Yes, we're gonna go back to our story mode. Whoops. Every time. That's me hitting what I think should be the X button on PlayStation. So, yeah, it has been a good time tonight. Kind of going through and just cozying things up with Pokopia. That's my go-to cozy game right now. I'm sure I'll find my way back to Stardew at some point. Or Traveler's Rest, actually. I think I saw there were some updates to Traveler's Rest. But anywho, really was a solid test of the streaming of the Switch, making sure everything came through okay. Thank you for letting me know that everything looked and sounded good. Very much appreciated. Let's see, anything? No? Yeah. So yeah, I think we are going to call it for the evening on playing Pokopia. Anyone who hung out, thank you very much appreciated. And, you know, I'm very curious to hear what people are doing on Pokopia now that, like, the stories have been beaten, probably. If you haven't beaten the story and that's what you're still doing, that's great. But I'm very curious if folks are doing Cloud Island, if you're doing your own Pallet Town, if you are still playing the story, or just grinding the story. Just kind of curious where everyone's landed on that. But yeah, we are going to be looking at doing very specific stream schedules, probably starting next week. I'm going to do a couple more of these tests throughout this week, playing different things. I did Pokopia tonight. I might go back to Starfield tomorrow. Who knows? I might play Sparking Zero just because of all the Dragon Ball news. I have no idea what I'm going to play as far as this week goes. But next week, we're going to be going live playing Pragmata. I'm going to get Pragmata on PlayStation, and we're going to do a playthrough of that. And we're going to be doing a couple hours each night, so it likely will be, you know, all next week to get through and finish Pragmata. Capcom, I'm telling you, is on a just revolutionary run. Like, I mean, Resident Evil was peak, and now apparently Pragmata is amazing. I love the demo. Like, absolutely love the demo. And, you know, it was a really good time, even though it was only like 30 minutes. I mean, I don't know if any of you all played the demo. If you did, curious what you think. Or if you've played the game, but just no spoilers, obviously. But the Midnight Release Pod, you can find us on all the various platforms. You know, feel free to reach out to us and give us any feedback on anything. Our episode next week is going to be, I think, on controllers and peripherals. I could be mistaken. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, it's been a good time. And, you know, really appreciate anyone hanging out with us. And, you know, you'll be able to catch us on various platforms with streaming. Like I said, this week will be some tests. And then we're going to start Pragmata next week. But as far as tonight's and Pokopia is going, like I said, very curious what folks are doing. Are you doing Cloud Island? Are you doing Pallet Town, or are you still playing the story? So, and I will be working on. I don't have any kind of stream ending thing to pop up on the screen. I'm working on these things, so bear with me as we kind of go through it. But in the meantime, I'll just close things out with the same way we close out our podcast every week. And being that our podcast is very much about nostalgia and memories and lining up for things at midnight, movies, games, etc., just remember that some memories are worth lining up for. And hopefully see you tomorrow night as I'm going to stream something else.